像这样悠闲安稳的时光，如果再多一点就好了。啊，我真贪心啊！
这就是凡间的宝物吧？
有你现在呀！冻住你！
雪纷飞，
冻住你！对象选错了，对象选错了。
魂出，
攻守兼备。吼，哈，呀，呀，呀，哈，呀，呀，cha，呀，狠，狠。来了！呀呀！迪奥娜特强！嘿，哈！
险，
失礼了。呀，吼，哈！神力流，双灭，
听令！天真赤纵，不成气候。
泉水精灵，不要走！呀，嘿，呀，嘿，哈，起舞吧！派蒙在哦，这样的声音大小合适吗？听得见吗？
荒野上的孤魂，休想伤我分毫。
正在攻击神鹰树，快阻止他们！
命运倒映水中，
朔风解印，不用，无能。
命运在此显现。水中
可叹落叶飘零，无聊就此消失。
啊，怎么这么多？怪不得天领风行的人需要帮忙。加油啊，加油！
无念断绝。
将军，不对，也
是你们二位啊！自解决天领奉行内部的乱世至今，已有
这个口吻，一下子就解决了，好强！
我正在为某些事，上回你陪我在道气走了走，目睹了如今种种人事。从那时起，每当思考遇到瓶颈，
就是嘛，总待在一个地方肯定会变坏的。
容我重申，近来我从一新净土中观测到外界产生了不少变化，我认为应当对此有所关注。一路追击魔物到这里，假如发现这件事的是将军，
啊？为什么？
正是。就我给人偶制定的规则而言，但受尽猎犬攻击神鹰树，
过去的灾难。
土地被漆黑的浓雾笼罩，魔物横行。这场灾难，魔物在盗气土地上犯下了他们的职责，就是用锐利的爪牙撕开空间通道，换来更为强大的猛兽。看来你也听说过，那是我永远不愿主动回忆起的片段。但这种过当并无不妥。
不是不能理解这种。
既然你们也是为同样的，从附近的痕迹来看，这附近还有不少魔物。
跟影一起行动，不知怎么有种安心的感觉呢。对了，等解决了魔物，这种颜色跟神鹰树破损之后露出来的颜色很像。我们跟上去吧，应该是这个方向。
不惭是圣婴。
谁战？
Don't blink!
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this? Could they be dead people? But why would they...
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here?
Who are you? Run quick while you still can! The monsters will be back. We will defend Inazuma until our dying... You... Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. Every last trace.
But look!
Not right now. But they'll be back. The almighty shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but ourselves. I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our...
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... the Shogun? You're back! Please, we beg you. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over?
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember. There are no monsters, nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
What? But how? I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down!
Huh. I think I understand. Yes, we were right to place our trust. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about.
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was the sacred Sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words, it cannot exist for too long.
So the memories of the ones that died are...
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now? Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step, but my friend, Kitsune Saigu, reassured me that I had nothing to... I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it...
So... Inazuma was attacked at...
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of... I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever...
Hey?
Yes. For the longest time, all my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time. But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize, when I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse. Moving forward, inevitably, just think of that soldier. Despite all those who sacrificed themselves back then, gave their lives fighting for a future. But, as Inazuma's god, it is high time warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land, I will never forget you.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on.
As expected, there are a load of red towns here too!
Leave them to me. There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and...
You are unduly concerned. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn. I must be prepared for anything. If there are more from...
makes sense. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Furuyama?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon?
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's talking about 5...
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise...
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the... It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. After all, it's quite a...
What should we do? Oh, yeah. Sheesh.
I see. So, most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. And now the Almighty Shogun is here. I have even... Imagine if this was something that even the... People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live up. But me, I have... The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to... One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely. So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things. It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the Almighty Shogun. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone said once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me The Almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. One moment, I'll just... I hope the others didn't...
Can't see a tea set anywhere around here.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves. That would...
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No, no, no. Your humble servant...
This place is... complicated. Leave it to us.
But... well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty I can't decide whether it's a final regret.
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most... At the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much, and it makes Paimon so sad.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there. Speed of light.
It's the Traveler! And the almighty Shogun! How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for you right away. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit immediately. Ah, and the tea set. I'll bring that here as soon as it's ready.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the Traveler. Please, fetch the tea set at your convenience.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a...
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto. He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was...
You and Makoto had...
Indeed we did. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. They are similar. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human... Now, it seems like she was right. Well,
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imagined. An ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete outcome. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is
That's...
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly... I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of... Yes, it does. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least...
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity. But now, I no longer cling to what was lost. I suppose that means our differences.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set.
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind. A humble servant...
It's all good, sir.
Let us return. We ought not keep...
looking for a tea set himself, would he?
Or perhaps...
So we didn't even have a...
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. The tea is ready. Please give it a try. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. You're right. I've been reminded of many people, too. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation. The events of 500 years ago.
She died in that disaster?
Yes. She went to Conria alone, without telling me. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps, yes. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point. So all I could do was enter into her mind. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a test...
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted. In the end, I simply had to, with the help of the sacred Sakura's power.
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
Yes. I once told myself that I would never speak, but even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that...
Sister? You mean to say that she was...
Based on what we've learned so...
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole... And also, my mind so...
Oh, well, boy. Both of...
With this last cup of tea, thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
Don't blink!
Once again, please leave them to me.
Hey!
Fear not. Shine down! Illusion shattered! Shine down!
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down! Illusion shattered! My apology.
Don't worry about it. Just we'll deal with the monsters. Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency? We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, men. They're coming back for more. Let's get them.
Don't. It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment—
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. You're right here with us. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Wind and cloud!
Your grand finale! Flux up! Cut to the chase! Speed of light! Rain cutter! No, my sword! Incoming!
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never—
Thank you all.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly... The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rift Hounds this time. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the General's forces as soon as possible.
When everyone sees the almighty Shogun safely...
Well, what are you guys gonna...
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any... We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together...
Just leave it to us. Fighting. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our faith in the
Thank you all very much. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this...
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word. With you leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma has lost.
Glory to the Shogun!
Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The grief blinded me to how... The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, I have dishonored their will. You could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, but even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the people who have placed their faith in me to date.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few...
Thank you for your comforting words. But I used to think just like that samurai, that I was first and foremost a warrior. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto. Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done. Yes, they are. As the Raiden Shogun they revere.
Well said. Sounds the...
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, no matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work.
Alrighty then, let's move on. It looks calm on the outside. She seems to have changed a... Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up. What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
My body... I can't move it. It looks like the situation is more serious than I thought. No need. I need to go to the cave below the Grand Narukami's shrine.
Why? What?
A battleground. One where We're finally here.
Whoa! Where'd that Torii gate come from?
This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance to... It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I please.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto?
Follow me.
Where are we go?
Be conducted by the blade alone.
Wait.
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, but inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their showdown with the Shogun? Never
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself. I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both just want the best for Inazuma.
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits Ei's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love, hatred. All of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A. In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni Maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. There is no escape! Insolent, inferior. Illusion shattered! Absurd! Strike dead! Torn to oblivion! Absurd! The eye sweeps the land! Inferior. Strike dead! There is no escape! The beauty sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
Your verdict is decided. Now you shall perish! Be gone! Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal! Illusions are but distractions! Absurd! Illusion shattered! Thunder! Now you shall perish! Divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Torn to oblivion! Pathetic! We be gone! My present will is no product of erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times we must fight, I will defeat her. 500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an... It is about time that I learn to trust them. I understand that. But if the dreams of which I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma, I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return. This is my oath. Please, be my witness. During my absence, I place everything in Miko's hands.
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times. What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. And then she might never... Yeah, we should help her out. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her... Well, whatever. We can't let any... Oh, but we also can't... Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't feel Paimon now. Oh, you're right. Who knows if she really understands these conscious...
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else...
But you're always...
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened.
Oh, okay, I see. So, Ace decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date. Impossibly stubborn. Imaginable, presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you that idea?
Is she playing dumb?
Aha, you're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much. All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura. And from what I've heard, it's a...
Because right in Makoto...
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. First things first. Follow me to the entrance. Now then, I always have my ways. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location...
So, it's abstract, but has a location.
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply. Right now, everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, you could be swept away by a giant wave that sets you... This is precisely why when entering the plane of Euthymia, it's much safer if you place your...
What? Alright, well, Paimon's staying here then. You two can go in.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So... Oh. Well, if you're quite sure, then of course... I say... Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicions have been confirmed. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination. Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Get to work. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Huh? How can this be? You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And this is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Over countless battles, not once have you lost, and never had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you bring honor to the title of, now these two return once more to this space. Then, let this be our final duel, the conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? Huh. So you're finally willing to... Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. The energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the ocean and turn day into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush dreams. You have endured. I will endure forever. Shine down! Inferior! There is no escape! Illusion shattered! Eternity is in my hands! There is no escape! Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! There is no escape! This is the end. You have won. I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But a will that cannot be eroded has no weight. You need not worry about the future. I know your power more than anyone else. Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now... And whenever I think of this, I feel something stir. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seemed... I noticed it also. Just now, in the heat of battle, this power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power. When I clasped Muso, it was at once a familiar feeling. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules. From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, you truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change, but as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future. It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting?
Hello, A. And greetings. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro...
Makoto?
I'm so happy. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin. A convoluted way to reach you, but... Well, there was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart.
But...
Everything happened so suddenly. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of it. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time.
Did you know what was about to happen in Conria?
I had some sense of it. That place... In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. But I know that this must have been an extremely...
Don't look down on me.
See? You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Here, take it. But it is you who must take the most important step.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, A. Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh?
Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred sakura in the realm. No matter what you make of it,
All of this is thanks to Makoto's eternity is a concept intimately connected with time.
a place where time is meaningless and cannot be. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precise. And yet, that sense of disorderliness.
I don't fully understand yet.
Well, I'm not convinced that.
I know what you mean. Perhaps Makoto got a higher power involved in all of this. Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma...
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura.
No. But I understand why.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different?
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune.
Ugh. Now he's.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted, and obviously I played. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the Traveler, if I'm guessing. At that time, I could sense. Suffice to say, fortunately, your will was strong enough that the flow of turbulence.
Does that mean it wasn't by.
I thought that the flow... My first thought was, but it... You two have my...
Hey, how are you?
My body has fully recovered.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. After all,
I only heard her voice. I'll be fine. I have to say. She even... It's all thanks to... I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you.
Thank you.
Today, at long last, Makoto and you.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from...
Oh, come on.
Makoto said the
Great minds think alike, I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of shogun for a couple of days? Actually, no. Forget that.
We will have to end the frivolities there. The shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of... After that...
Really?
I am no longer pursuing an eternity I don't doubt that many challenges I'm looking for... Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.